Hello, welcome everyone to the fourth lecture of Fundamentals of Computing. The title of this lecture is Components of Computers. The topic that I am going to cover under this lecture is different units of computer system, block diagram of computer and input devices. So, let us first start with the different units of a computer system. Means basically we can say that it is a components of a computers. Input unit, storage unit, central processing unit and output unit. From this figure you can get the information about the input devices, output devices and the CPU. So, here this monitor, printer, this act as a what your and speaker, these are what your output unit or you can say output devices, whereas mouse and the keyboard it is for the input unit through which you gives input to the computer system. RAM, this is used for the storage, hard drive, this is also used for the storage. And there is a CPU, that is the which contains motherboard and processor. This is called as the central processing unit. So, today we will discuss only the input devices. Now, these are the various different units. Input, that is here you see the keyboard and mouse, monitor is the output and this box that you see is what it is for the processing, that we call as a central processing unit. So, we get a data through input devices, then it will be given to the CPU for processing, and after processing we get the output that we called as information. So, information is nothing but it is a process data. So, in this way the whole functioning is done. Data is given to the computer through input devices, then input transfer it to the CPU where the processing is done, and then it gives the process data which we call as a information through the output. There are various input devices which are available: keyboard, mouse, touchpad, scanner, digital camera, webcam, graphic tablet, joystick, light pen, microphone, biometric, barcode scanner, MICR and virtual reality controller. Keyboard, this is used to give the input in the form of you can say alphabets, digits or special characters. Mouse is used for cursor movements for the selection. Touchpad, another one is scanner which is used to scan a data and it produces images, that is the scan data is, or you can say scan document are stored as a images in the computer system. Digital camera, this is used to store the pictures or click the pictures. Webcam, this is mostly used in the video conferencing. Graphic tablet, this is mainly used by the architects. Joystick, it is used for the games. Light pen, which I am using right now to write it on the screen. Microphone, which takes input as a voice. Biometric, this is used for the security purpose. Barcode scanner that you have seen in the shops also, which takes a data from the barcodes. MICR, and last one, which is the most emerging, is virtual reality control, that gives an impression that you are actually working somewhere, but you are not present over there currently. So, I will discuss all of these one by one. This figure gives you just an idea, or you can say an overview of the different input devices along with their images, use and the year of invention. First one is the keyboard. You can see this is the keyboard, looks like this. It is used for typing purpose, and you might have seen in the desktop and laptop also. It is invented in 1867. Another one is mouse, which looks like this. Here it is a wired mouse. It is used for moving the cursor on the screen up, down, left or right. This is equipped with desktop and laptop, and it was invented in 1964. Then the touchpad, it is the panel, it is a screen. Here I can touch anywhere on it and that impression gets printed on the screen. It is used for moving cursor and equipped with the laptop trackpads, and it is invented in 1982. Microphone, which is used for voice recording, and it is primarily equipped with the headsets, desktop, laptop. It was invented in 1877. Touch screen, yes, this is available with your smartphones. It has a direct interaction with the screen. It is available with the tablets, smartphones and the laptops. It was invented in 1965, but the technology is adopted in 1980s. Scanner, which look like this, digital scanner it is used to scan documents and store it in the form of an image into the computer system. It was invented in 1957. Digital camera, it looks like this, like a camera itself. It is used to capture image and was invented in 1975. Webcam, that we all call as a web camera, it is used for video conferencing and you can say live streaming. It was invented in 1993. Graphic tablet, it is used for drawing or you can say digital art and was invented in 1957. The primary equipments with which it is used is standalone tablets and the desktops. Joystick, it is very popular among the kids because it is used in the games. So, this is used in the gaming control and it was invented in 1967. Light pen, which is used to draw on the screen and invented in 1955. Biometric, this is for security purpose or you can say authentication. So, it can be equipped with the various devices and it is invented in the late 20th century. Nowadays, you might have seen these biometrics in the offices. These are very much popular in the offices for taking attendance of employees. Barcode scanner, you have seen it on the shops This is a handheld scanner invented in 1952. MICR, it is used in bank check processing and invented in 1950. Virtual reality controllers, it is like this. You get in, you have feel that you are currently present over there while physically you are not there. So, that is why it is called as the virtual reality controllers. Interaction in virtual environments, primary equipment is a virtual reality headsets and it is invented in late 20s. So, this diagram just give an overview of different type of input devices along with the images and the year when they are invented. So, let us start with all of this in detail one by one. First one is the keyboard. Keyboard, as I told you, it is easy to use and inexpensive. It is mainly used to write digits, alphabets or special symbols on the monitors. Keyboards may be wired or may be wireless. Nowadays, people are using the wireless keyboards. But the problem with the keyboard is what? We cannot draw figures by using the keyboards, and also the cursor movement is slow as compared to other input devices. Next one is mouse. Mouse, it may be wired or it may be wireless. It is inexpensive, helps to draw figures and quickly place cursor on the screen. But what disadvantage is what? It needs an extra space on your desk. In the case of mechanical mouse, there they use a ball that needs to be dust free. We have during our study days, we have used this. So, if it is not clean, then the cursor is not moved properly. So, it has to be clean. Nowadays, we have the optical mouse which do not have these type of problem. Next is the touchpad. It occupies less space, it is inbuilt in the keyboard, and here the problem with the touchpad is what? It has a less precision than as compared to a mouse in the case of cursor control. Some tasks like gaming or graphic design might be better suited for a mouse due to its high precision and control, which is not there with the touchpad. You might have seen it in your laptop. Then scanner. Scanner is an input device which is used to take a image of a input data and stored it as a or you can say in the form of images in the computer system. So, that data may be either any printed document or handwritten document. Advantage is that this scan will never deteriorate in quality with time and permanently stored in the computer. Disadvantage is what? It is costlier as compared to other input devices and it is uneditable. Uneditable means what? Once you have a text documents stored in the form of an image and if you want to modify it, that cannot be done easily with the use of any input devices. That is why we say that it is uneditable as they are stored as images. So, this was about the keyboard, mouse, touchpad and scanner. Next is digital camera and web camera. Web camera is useful for video conferencing. During COVID, it was very popular. We are delivering online lectures by using this web camera. Whether it's a digital camera or it's a web camera, both of them can be used to record memorable moments in one's life. They allow users to stream their activities, share content and engage with online audiences in real time. Web camera can also be used for security purposes, monitoring homes, businesses or public areas. But it has some limitations also. Images captured are generally of very large in size. So, that needs to be compressed before being stored in the computer. Second limitation is what? Web camera can be susceptible to technical problems. What are these technical problems? Image quality may be poor, maybe you got a choppy videos or microphone issues, especially when the internet connectivity is poor. So, these are the limitations of a digital camera and the web camera. Next input device is a graphic tablet. It is more natural drawing experience. It means what? By using this you get a good drawing experience. It enables digital art, photo editing and other creative tasks with ease. Some tablets have built-in touch screens, allowing designers to zoom, rotate and manipulate the design canvas. But the limitation with it is what? Yes, it is costly or you can say expensive. The precision and the control offered by a graphic tablet may require a strong understanding of digital art and design. Without that, you cannot work with this graphic tablet. So, this was about digital camera, web camera and the graphic tablet. Next, we will discuss about joystick, light pen, microphone and biometric. So, first one is the joystick. I told you earlier it is used in the gaming. This excel at controlling objects in 3 dimensions, that makes them ideal for games which basically involves flying, racing or simulators. Limitation with this is it is less precise than the mouse for on-screen cursor control and may lack firmness. Next one is light pen. Light pen is what? You can interact with the screen directly by using a light pen. I am drawing this line or this by using the light pen. It is useful for presentation because I can write anything, I can underline anything by using it on the slides. But limitation with it is what? It is not compatible with all LCD monitors and they do not have a high resolution for 3D printing. Next is a microphone. Obviously, this microphone is used to record voice. So, here the input data is a voice. This may record a real time sound and it allows a hands-free operation of devices that helps in improved safety and security. Nowadays, you all might have seen this type of symbol on the Google's search bar. It is what it's a, if you press over here, then if you say something, then the text gets typed on it and it will search that text. So, this is the advantage of a microphone, and Google search engine provides this facilities. Nowadays most of the app provides this search or getting the input data through the microphone, but disadvantage or you can say limitation with the microphone is what? Obviously, the audio files are of large size. So, it needs large storage for keeping those audio files. So, it means what? There needs some process that compress the audio files before storing it into the computer system. And second one is inaccuracies in voice recognition. Why? Because it can pick up unwanted background noise also. You might have seen some ads where the people while entering in his home say something, some sort of you can say password, and the door gets open. How it can be done? That is through the voice recognition. But if your voice, some problem is with your voice, then it won't recognize it and the door will never open for it. So, that is the biggest limitation of this microphone. So, people are still working on it to get rid of this type of inaccuracies or the limitations. Next one is the biometric. Biometric is what? It enhances security through fingerprints or facial recognition. You all might have gone through it while making your Aadhaar card. It is scalable, but limitation is what? It's costly and have some potential errors, because storing and protecting data requires robust security for the data that has been taken through the biometric. Nowadays, in most of the industries as well as in academics also, this biometric system has been installed for keeping record of the employees in terms of their attendance. So, this was all about joystick, light pen, microphone and biometric. Next, I will discuss barcode scanner, MICR, virtual reality controller. Next one is barcode scanner, which is portable, handy and easy to use, but disadvantage is that if any scratch occurs, then it is not able to read the code. Then MICR, these are mostly used in the banks for reading checks, and it uses magnetic ink and unique fonts, and which is difficult to alter or counterfeit. So, in that way it will reduce the frauds. Last one is the virtual reality controller. It allows users to interact with virtual environments more naturally, and it can be used for training and simulation in various fields such as medicine, engineering and aviation. But it has some limitations like technical challenges, for example compatibility issues, it is expensive, and prolonged use may lead to health issues. So, this was all about barcode scanner, MICR and virtual reality controller. So, by going through this lecture, you may be able to answer the following questions. What is an input device in a computer system? How keyboard and mouse are used to interact with the computer? What are the limitations of web camera? When joystick is preferred? Which input devices are commonly used for offline examinations? Which input devices preferred by architectures? And name input devices used for video conferencing. last question, for online classes name the input devices that are required. So, this was all about the input devices. Thank you.